Welcome back, toy fans, and we're here with another video from San Diego Comic-Con 2019, and it's a big one because Hasbro like to rinse our money and kick the shit out of our wallets, and we are at Marvel Legends, and there's a lot to get through, so we're going to get right on it. Take us away, my man.
All right, we'll kick off with probably my most disappointing wave revealed is the Endgame Wave 2. Is it Wave 2 or it might be Wave 3 now, is it?
Wave 3, yeah. Wave 2 was the Professor Hulk bath.
Yeah, that's it. That shows you how much attention I pay to MCU. This is a mixed wave. Obviously, everyone's going to buy this wave because you need that bath. If you collect MCU, as you do, you know, you need your broski Thor.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's going to sell for that. And the prices that we were picking these up over in the UK kind of makes it worth it. Picking up the wave, like $99.99 at C&C, I think, and most retailers. Like, you can't go wrong with that.
No.
War Machine. A lot of people thought it was a repaint, but according to Dwight during the panel, they've changed quite a few bits. Like the thighs are completely different because you've got the rockets on them now.
The top shoulder parts look very similar to the same design that he had when he first got his suit in Iron Man 2, where he's got sort of the lines in it, and he's got all the weaponry.
They've had to redo that whole mold to get all of that in.
I've actually got the one in front of me, and I'm just gonna go over it now.
So look at that. It looks like they've changed the whole upper torso.
Yeah, they've kept these swirly bits in, but they've changed those too.
Smaller.
Yeah, they have. They're not as thick on the image.
But
I've still got a rocket attached on his end.
Hello. The lower torso looks exactly the same, but it looks like they've changed the upper torso completely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. They've added the rocket packs, and by the looks of things, the lower torso, apart from the feet, look the same. The upper torso looks completely different. The mask.
I think they've changed the upper torso and the thighs. They've changed.
I think they've repainted the head. That's the same, and it's just the upper torso, arms. And...
the head looks the same.
Yeah.
So they've changed a few bits. So it's not just a straight up repaint. So if you've got the one that you've got there, you don't have to be too worried.
No.
About peeling your back off with Rocket and putting him on this one.
Yeah. I was talking to Simon Lindsay, and he was saying he was going to get this one. He couldn't understand why they went with Iron Patriot colours. And I was like, well, dude, it's movie accurate. I didn't even realise it was movie accurate till I saw a still of him flying in the battle. Because in the image that I shot this one, because it's all smoky and dark, I thought it was the War Machine. And as Boog pointed out, he just came out of nowhere with that suit, because he was rocking something else earlier in the movie. Yeah. But obviously they've gone with the Iron Patriot. It's one last hurrah.
Which, I mean...
fair play.
Yeah, but you can get away with... But I see a lot of people using the one that you've got to make Punisher variant.
Yeah, John Arrowsmith, I see you doing one.
I've seen quite a few of them pop up with the skull painted on the chest and on the face. So, if nothing else, use it for that. But you've got a place for both. They're different enough, I think, that you've got a place for both of them.
Yeah, easily, and it's fun. It's a decent War Machine, to be honest. It really is for Hasbro. It's big, bulky, tanky, and this one looks like it's going to be probably one of the best figures of the wave. Definitely, I think a lot of budget went into it, and it comes with the two Lebowski Thor heads with the glasses way out,
which is good because the last War Machine came with nothing. It was just you pack in with no bath piece. But let's go from one of the best of the wave to the worst of the wave. Let's get it out of the way now. The elephant in the room, that Cap.
Oh Christ! So let down with this. I honestly thought. I know. I honestly thought it was a retool because obviously only showed his arse, and I obviously just a different paint color scheme. They've gone for the lighter blue, not the rich royal blue, and obviously used the head they gave us on the Time Suit Endgame Cap, and which is obvious. We kind of saw this coming, and they just fucking nailed it. This is a suit, weren't my favourite suit at all, but you know, if we're gonna get a decent figure out of it, and give us one, and they couldn't have fucking retooled those fucking stupid swivel legs thing.
The amount of retooling they've done on War Machine.
Yeah.
All they've done here is take what, 8-year-old figure now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop a new head on it.
Oh,
Not
it's
even
smaller. Yeah, it's smaller than the other caps.
Boring, isn't it?
It's a joke.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so that's just trying to make the money up.
Maybe.
That's all that is.
If there's a waist swivel, I'm going to try and custom some better legs on that and just switch out the knees. Give him a proper T-joint rather than this shit.
Because it's bad. There's no getting around it. I really like Legends. I'm not an MCU collector, but I like the MCU Legends. But that is inexcusable to release that in 2019.
Yeah,
That's
they got no. Yeah, they literally just threw it out to fill the wave.
That's it.
What's that?
And they had the fucking audacity to actually try and get excited about this when they were revealing it at the panel. Hey, you know America's ass? And that's how you posed him to try and hide the fact that you're using the same goddamn buck.
Yeah, exactly. Deflect it with a joke, but
yeah,
don't think we don't fucking notice this shit.
It is a joke, that's why.
100%. Okay, so yeah, you've seen that. We're getting that. We're not happy about it. Let's roll on.
Let's move on.
Heimdall, yeah?
Oh, you want to go Heimdall? That's good.
Oh.
I was going to go Heimdall. We'll go Heimdall. It's only another swipe.
Yeah.
Okay. Heimdall's the one that a lot of people have been waiting for.
I didn't think they would give us this Ragnarok version. I thought they might give us the Thor 1 version where he's all armoured up. But
I thought they would. I honestly thought they would. But it's a character that they can revisit as many times as they want. There's a couple of looks, so that's not an issue.
Yeah, people really, really want to get this figure in their set. They're going to swap out this static cloak thing, and someone will make a soft goods version of it. 100%.
Yeah.
That's going to be desperately needed because you're going to have no articulation with this thing at all.
Shelf collecting is fine, but for posing,
if you want to pose it, you're screwed with that thing on. But pop that off, and you'll have a perfectly good figure underneath it. The head sculpt's nice. It needs a bit of dulling down. It's really, really shiny in this promo.
Yeah. Way too glossy.
But it's a nice figure.
It's one we've got before.
Looks like Idris to me.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
it's good enough.
Yeah.
People have been waiting for it long enough. So, yeah, I'm not going to argue.
No. That's Iron Man. Yes, finally, they said waiting to give us the mark 85. Is that?
Yes.
85. Got that
Which
right.
no one could understand.
Yeah, even though this time tweaks, it just looks like. Yeah, it just looks like the same one from Infinity War, but with gold arms. There are some differences, but I like the fact that they're trying to emulate classic Iron Man with the color scheme.
Yeah, you've kind of got almost like the bikini Iron Man, like.
Yeah.
So they've finally gone back to where it started in a way. But it's pretty cool. It's not a bad.
No, it's nice. I like it.
And obviously, the main accessory from this is the Hulk-sized power gauntlet.
Yes,
which
apparently you can fit on the.
Fits on your Hulk buff. But
it'd be great for displays.
If you go back to our earlier Diamond Select video, where we were talking about this, we didn't get the accessory we wanted with this Iron Man.
They didn't realise.
Iron Man gauntlet.
They didn't know that until they actually saw the movie. How many times are they going to keep chunking out stuff from promo art? Obviously, it's spoilers. They didn't want to spoil anything, so it's hard to get around that. I get it. But still, I definitely think they're going to re-release this with the when he's got stones in his own glove.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No. I mean, the trouble is, it's kind of you've got to strike a medium between getting it as accurate as you can and out in a relevant time.
Yeah, they want to try and pump them out quick.
Because Mayfex have got quite lucky, say, with the Iron Spider, they've got lucky. And the fact
that's a while. I had that fucking pre-order for about a year, but because obviously with it still being in Endgame, that suit, and also the very beginning of Far From Home, it was still relevant.
Very relevant. But so they've got a Black Panther coming out from the Black Panther film. at some point this year.
Ah.
Maybe next year, knowing Mafex. So that will be completely film accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 2 years after the film.
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of toss up, do you want something now that's not perfect, or do you want to wait and have something that is?
Yeah.
So
that's the balance.
It's tricky. The thing with Iron Man is the main thing from that film is the snap.
Yeah.
Having that gauntlet. So the Select has the one up. But according to them, you're not getting that till next year. So by that point, are you going to care?
No, because what I'll do is I will buy another one of these because I've got the Wave on pre-order just for the Big Lebowski, and I'll buy another one of these and I will sculpt some stones into that gauntlet and some battle damage across him. Hit it with some UV paint or some laser pointers. I'm going to get that thing lit up anyway. But yeah, I'll just make me own.
Custom number 4.
This will be easy.
He's racking them up over this series, isn't he?
He is, isn't he?
I will knock this out over a weekend as soon as they come out in December.
We've got that.
This long. Yeah.
We've
got Valkyrie and
Valkyrie.
Vision. So we look at Valkyrie. Oh, Tessa Thompson. This is her battle. This is her armor, Valkyrie armor from Ragnarok. Even though she wore this exact same thing in Endgame. Actually, Boog pointed out a very good idea for which I think will work really well with this if they move the Riders series into MCU territory. But they were saying, how would you like a re-release of the Black Knight with a horse, a part of the Rider series? And I could see definitely them. I doubt they'll do it with the Pegasus. Yeah,
I think that would work well.
That'd be good.
Oh, the head sculpt's quite nice.
Yeah, it's again you hit that with a dull coat. That's dull coat the whole face. And then regloss the eyes and lips. You've got a spot on likeness there.
Yeah.
Once you take the shine off these legends, the sculpture's there, the paint's there.
Oh, I wish they can get one of us to do their promo pic. Look at the cape; it's halfway hanging off her shoulder and halfway popping up. I noticed that on the cap when the belt was ridden halfway up his bloody abdomen. So you got, Jesus, they haven't proof looked at these at all.
Problem, they don't have anyone there that knows what they're doing.
No. See, this is the same thing as what worried me about this one with the Loki from the Ragnarok wave, where the shoulder, the cape just pegged in, but because the pegs are in at an angle, they sort of popped out anytime you moved them, and the same thing has happened here.
So, but it's a nice looking figure. I'd say you've got a solid looking figure there.
Yeah,
and then you got Vision.
Vision with the translucent version of the one we got in the 2-pack.
Yeah. There's not really much more to say. He's got no accessories, nothing with him.
No, just some bath. They've gone with a more movie accurate Stormbreaker with the straight handle rather than the curve. Even though I like the curve on the previous one.
I prefer the curve myself, but it's good. At least they've actually gone the effort for it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Bottom line is, I prefer the Vision from the 2-pack myself.
Yeah.
I mean, Vision was. Not that translucent in the film, in any of the films. So it's kind of a bit of a little niche section on the shelf. Like you might want to do the odd display.
Yeah.
But it's pretty rare. If I had this one, all I would probably do is crack the torso, take the legs off, put it back together, and then so I could have him like half coming through a wall or something. Yeah. That'd be about all I would ever use this for.
I would say it'll be like a nice little setup with Civil War Hawkeye, but we have not got a Civil War Hawkeye apart from the bootleg. That's one I doubt we'll get as well. That's just.
I wouldn't think so, but we're getting a Hawkeye TV show, so you never know, dear.
Yeah,
we'll get something to do with that. But let's face it, there's only one reason anyone is buying this wave.
Yeah, definitely.
It's for the bath.
Yeah.
He looks good, doesn't he?
I'm not an MCU collector, and I want this bath. Because it's Bro Thor, as they were calling him, or Fat Thor, as everyone else has been calling him.
Yeah.
And he looks really good.
He does.
That's a good job by Hasbro
there.
Yeah. The only issue, and they've admitted to this, is they were working off concept art, obviously making this, and it turned out when they saw more images afterwards that they sent them, he was a lot fatter than he was originally. And that is apparently that was Hemsworth as well. He was really up for all of this because he was at the end when he turned back into Worthy Thor. He was meant to just go back like to Thor,
to shred it.
Yeah. But he was like, no, I want to keep the fat suit.
Yeah.
Like,
which is good.
I think it's fair play. Like, I think it worked well.
It did, yeah.
But they kind of had to alter it to get the extra layer of fat on there.
Yeah.
So I think like the actual gut piece is more of like a floating piece.
Yeah.
But it's
I can see why they kept it as well. I can see why they kept it in. Rather than going back, once he was worthy, going back to being slim, they kept it sort of consistent, didn't they?
It was kind of borderline bit. All right, we know your armor just appears on you magically with lightning. Like I can get my head around that, but to have all your body fat shredded from a lightning transformation, that would have been like, no, you need to physically.
That's some electrolysis, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I know you're Asgardian and all, but come on.
Yeah.
But I think it's really good. I mean, I can't quite work out what's going on with his hands because he kind of looks very scaly.
Yeah. I know. I think he's wearing finger gloves, but they just happen to be like a yellowish colour that looks a lot like the skin tone of the fingers.
Probably the light's hitting it there.
Yeah, because if I remember from the film, he's wearing finger gloves, but like wool ones. They're not really yellow.
That's right.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's all right. Then I was kind of worried for a minute that they dropped the ball on their hands, but I mean it's a wave that is saved by the bath.
Yeah, like Iron Man, War Machine, Valkyrie, kind of the Valkyrie and Heimdall are like, War Machine and Iron Man are kind of like, okay. So it's kind of like a half and half wave. What justifies me, if I like every figure in the wave apart from the bath, I will buy the wave. If I want the bath, I will. If the wave's cheap enough and I don't want any of the figures, I'll buy the wave and I'll just sell it. This is kind of where it's kind of like, do I, don't I? And I just went, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll keep some.
Yeah. I mean, there's a decent amount of figures in there that if you get the bath and you get 3 of them for the price we're paying over here, like, what was it, £99?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad price. If you keep 3 figures in the bath, that's, pretty much good.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like majority. You're getting your money's worth on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Fair that is Endgame Wave 3.
Right. If we move on?
Yeah.
Right. Where shall we start? I mean, we've got so many. Let's start with what I would consider to be probably some of the shittest.
Yeah.
Which are the PS4 Spider-Mans. Which are... They're nice designs. There's nothing wrong with them. But I would consider these to be more... Walmart exclusive, Target exclusives, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Not, as they've announced, part of Wave 4, like the next wave of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I've gone Wave 4, I'm so used to saying Wave 3 from the Legends. But I think these shouldn't be part of a wave.
No.
Like, if you don't collect the Gamerverse stuff, you've got to buy these to get a bath. If you want the bath. Like, we don't know what the bath's going to be, but I think that's a bit of a rip myself. As nice as they are, I've got no interest in them. So if I want the bath, I've got to buy these,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's the price you pay with Legends, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah. This is just a filler. I think this is like just them just trying to find another wave to stick in the ear somewhere. Let's do some more Gamerverse and chuck in every costume that he has. Exactly. And then they can sprinkle these throughout like the coming years. Just here's some more, and here's some more.
Yeah. Just keep pumping out the Gameverse costumes, and it's a little money maker for a minute.
Yeah.
Next up, we got quite a contentious one. Some collectors are really happy, some are not, and that's because we got the Danny Moonstar.
Danny Moonstar.
But this is kind of a 3-in-1. Because you've got 3 different heads, 3 different characters. So you're going to have to buy that 3 times. Like that's what if you want a Wolfsbane, you've got to buy that twice. And then you're going to end up with extra heads, extra hands. You know, I can kind of almost see what they were doing, like trying to pack as much as they can in one thing.
Yeah.
But they know for the display, like if you want that on the shelf, you need 3 of them, so you can display all 3 versions in that pack.
Yeah.
Well, where they did it.
But it looks solid enough, and from the photos I've seen, it's good enough. You know, it's not bad. It's just I can see the annoyance of people having to do it that amount of times.
Yeah. Hasbro wrapped that one up in a nice little bow, haven't they?
Yeah, and they were trying to make it out like they were doing everyone a favour.
Typical.
But
well, they do.
It's good and bad at the same time. I mean, you're kind of getting characters that, let's face it, if you were buying that in a wave, you would buy 3 figures.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. If you're not a massive everything on the shelf, that is perfect, because you could just swap over the display as and when you want, and when you're taking a photo, you've got different options there. But if you display all your characters on a shelf, you're gonna have to buy it 3 times. But if it was 3 different figures, you would have to buy it 3 times. So that's like a lot of people are thinking, I've got to buy that 3 times to display all 3. But but otherwise you would have to buy 3 figures to display all 3. So there is literally no difference at all. You wouldn't get any different accessories or anything like that. So you're paying the same, but that's life. Next up, they've announced, and I think probably due to the fact there's not going to be that much MCU coming up for the foreseeable future.
No.
Age of Apocalypse.
Yes.
They are hitting this.
They are going
according to Dwight, they are hitting it hard.
Yeah.
We could expect maybe 2 to 3 waves next year of Age of Apocalypse. Whether that's full waves or 3 and 3 in other waves, we don't know yet. But the first 3 announced, we've got Weapon X, Wolverine right there.
The massive hairdo.
Massive hair, weird, taking a shit face. I haven't read that much Age of Apocalypse, if I'm honest, so...
I'm not myself read loads.
The main images I remember are like covers and things like that, where he hasn't got the claws coming out of the glove.
No.
I assume he obviously has, because they've made it, and they're not just going to stick them on there for the crack, because that'll cost money. So I'm assuming he obviously did, but I just don't personally remember it. But again,
I know he didn't have I remember he lost the arm. I don't remember claws coming out of the arm, though.
No, I know he lost the arm, but that was it. And then he had like an adamantium stump, but which is weird, because surely his healing power would have... I can't remember if Wolverine can replace body parts like Deadpool or not, or regrow body parts, or...
Yeah, I don't know if it's...
I remember the ultimate Wolverine Hulk battle where Hulk tore him in half.
Yeah.
And he had to climb up the mountain to get his legs back.
Close them back together.
And I remember he had I can't remember what comic it was when they had his... Nick Fury obviously captured him with S.H.I.E.L.D. and he had Wolverine's head separate to his body, but he was still alive.
I remember that.
Really, I think it kind of works around whatever they want it to. But this Wolverine is basically... It's the same Wolverine that we've had every time.
Just different head sculpt and different paint job.
Yep. They've painted the arm hair on this, which is a nice touch. Whether we see that on the release or not is another matter. But
yeah, for sure.
And I'm assuming they've changed the lower legs because there's no boot swivel. And I'm trying to remember if there's boot swivel on the other Wolverines. I've only got the Tiger Stripe one upstairs, and I can't remember if it's got boot swivel on it or not. So whether they've changed the lower legs or whether they're the same, and
don't think there is boot swivel.
The curve on it.
Yeah.
But it's basically what we've had every time. Morph, which again isn't the morph I think that everyone was hoping for.
No, not at all.
But it's a morph. There's not really much you can say. I assume that looks like it's on the Spider-Man 2099 body, is it?
Yeah, it looks like
as
it.
As opposed to Bucky cap. So at least that's a nice touch that they're not whacking out another Bucky cap. And X-Man, Nate Gray, X-Man, which It's a pretty cool figure.
It does look pretty cool, doesn't he?
Kind of like that one. I like the effect around the eye. Very much like the cable effect.
Yeah, just exaggerated a bit more.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Warm like the Punisher.
Yes.
Camo gear. I know you're well up for this one, Ben.
Oh, absolutely. Just the painted face, just the jacket, and I know it's the recycled from the Netflix Punisher upper body with the body armor, and they just changed the design of the skull. But you get a sniper rifle with this one, which is nice. Actually looks, they coloured it slightly so it looks more military. And you get that bandana head again, and it's just like the tactical urban kind of biker.
Yeah,
look.
it's pretty cool. I hope they paint those grenades.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they do as well. Yeah, but
it needs that to stand out.
Yeah,
but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The only
it's
weird thing for me will be the fact that the other Punishers have been built on like the Grim Reaper buck.
Yeah.
Which is quite a big build. And then this looks a lot smaller than that.
Yeah, because the Netflix one was completely, if they've gone with the upper torso and the legs, by the looks of things of it as well.
Them together might look a bit weird, but that's not the end of the world.
Nah, I'll shoot the shit out of this. Can't look forward to
that. Then we've got a couple of new riders.
Yeah.
A lot of buzz. We've got Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Fucking gigantic bike.
Yeah, that bike looks really cool. We've got the glowing orb wheel at the front.
Yeah.
And I think the actual figure itself looks really good. Like, obviously, Punisher's Ghost Rider, so you've got the skull motif and everything on the front. You've got like no alternative like Punisher head, but I don't think you really need it with this, to be honest. It looks like if you're into this story, you're going to really, really like this, I think.
Yeah,
they put a lot of
effort out on that bike.
You see there, he's got the fire chain.
Yeah, so you got some flames on the thruster effects at the back of the bike too.
Yeah.
So they've gone all out on this. Whether it looks that good in person, I remember the Wolverine bike looking quite good in their original shots, and then
it came out a bit basic.
I had to repaint it.
Mm.
Next up, one that I know Karl likes, and to be honest, I quite like it too.
It looks really good, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it looks really cool.
I think it looks really, really good. But what I will say is, this is going back to a theme that we've carried across the last few episodes: a non-shiny Marvel Legend.
Yes, this one's got no gloss on it.
Yeah, no, done. Good spot.
And look how good that looks.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Much better. There you go. Prime example of how you can, if you get rid of the plastic sheen, and there you go. Look at that. Yeah.
This is
so much better. Yeah.
So this is exactly I'm probably when I'm going to pick this figure up.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I will be doing.
Just for those squirrels alone, I think, and the bike.
There'd be amazing props, wouldn't they?
Yeah, easily. You could have just anyone on that bike just driving by in the background. A lady character.
You could have Deadpool from the film, where he jumps on that woman's bike and rides off.
I mean, I can see me using this a lot for like the Fujiko from Lupin.
That's good.
I think that's cool. Quite cool with these.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a really nice looking figure. But again, it illustrates exactly what we've been saying the last few times of hit it with a dull coat, you've got an entirely different figure.
Yeah, prime example, isn't it? Yeah, no, good call
that. One of my favourite reveals, which is weird because I know very, very little about the character, Strongman.
Is he the guy with the white glasses?
Yes.
I haven't got a clue who he is.
Shows you know even less about him than me then, Karl.
I haven't got a clue who he is, but the face is amazing. The sculpt.
Yeah, I mean, I think, to be honest, I'm assuming this is like a computer generated image.
Oh, what?
It looks probably generated.
It's probably their 3D render of the figure they're going to make.
Yeah.
Because I know this isn't coming out until end of next year as the back.
Yeah.
For a wave that we don't know yet. But people have been asking for this for the last 2 years.
All right.
Speculating it for every wave. So a lot of people are going to be really happy with this. And I think if it came back looking like this, it would be really cool.
No, I like this.
It's the reason why they've given us just the render is just to let us know that it's coming and to shut it down.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Probably my favourite reveal from the show was Vulture.
Yeah. Giving us a comic.
You know, I'm quite a big Spider-Man collector when it comes to Legends, and this is one that we've needed for a long time.
Yeah.
All we've got the Toy Biz Classic one, which is still a good figure, but it's showing its age.
And then, of course, you got the Ultimate one, wasn't it, that came in a 2-pack.
And that's not the Vulture. It works well if you're doing that Ultimate Universe thing, but not if you're collecting a comic book line, like classic comic book line. So this...
Great Road Gallery, yeah.
And we're getting closer to the Sinister Six, basically. But we're getting closer. It's the lineup that every Spider-Man wants to complete is the original Sinister Six. So hopefully they'll keep going with it and we'll get that eventually. But he's quite a cool looking figure. He's on the Spider Pizza Parker body mold by the look of it. Head sculpt's quite nice. They put some liver spots on the head just to make it look even older.
The wings, I'm curious about, obviously, if they're how they're going to move with the arm articulation.
Yeah.
It looks like they're attached to the arms.
It does, but it looks like they've got a split.
Yeah.
Kind of round about where the elbow is. So
yeah.
But my biggest problem is they look very straight. I'd prefer like a curve where it comes away from the hand. I would like it to curve
if
a little bit, you know.
Wings had overlapped so that when you bend, it's still completed, you know, on the back.
Yeah.
It would have been nice. But it looks like it's just butt to butt. If they'd overlapped, so if when you bend the arm, you've still got a hole.
There'd be the tiniest bit of overlap there, but not probably not enough that when you bend it, it'll fill in the gap. But we'll see. Hopefully, we've got a nice little 2-pack there for the X-Men fans.
Yeah,
with Havoc and Polaris, which is cool. If you want, you know, we've had a Havoc already, but it wasn't by the time the Havoc that everyone wanted.
If you need some extra colours of those damn bubble effects, then you get some nice yellow and nice lime green ones.
Yeah. The fucking bubble effects are everywhere in there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is a pretty cool 2-pack.
Yeah.
For the X-Men fans. I'm mainly sticking to just the classic X-Men lineup, so I'm not too fussed on this one.
No.
But if it ever pops up on sale for, like, you know, 25 quid or something, I'd be like, yeah, so that I'll get it. But... the big one of the show.
The Love Triangle.
The Love Triangle 3-pack.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got... we'll save the big one to us. We've got Wolverine.
Yes.
You've got
with
3
third
heads.
cut to do. Yep, 3 head sculpts.
What the one on him at the minute, the battle damage one, looks like a shrunk down one from the Icons, you know, the 12-inch line they released.
Yeah.
Just looks like the shrunk down one of that, but it's quite nice. Then you've got just a normal sort of head sculpt, and then you've got another wanky Logan head sculpt because Marvel, Hasbro don't seem to be able to do unmasked Wolverine head.
There's not a single Logan head that actually works that I've liked.
The closest that I've got from Hasbro would be the patch head that came with the Riders.
Yeah.
But that's patch, not your classic Logan, so it doesn't really work. But bone claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Is the draw for this. You get metal claws and you get the bone ones. But we've never had bone claws. And the fact that they're in the standard hands, so unless they've changed anything, you can pop these out and put them on any Wolverine you want from Hasbro that you've got with this claw setup. So hopefully they're removable. I can't see why they wouldn't be. But you can mix it up with any other Wolverine that you've got. So that's pretty cool. Cyclops.
Mm-hmm. No Cyclops with jacket.
Basically, they've watched Punk and Mike's video.
Yeah, they've done exactly what
and
every mod's done.
Yeah. Just be like, oh, we could do that and make money.
Slip the Logan jacket over, and he's got no shoulders, just giant traps and a neck.
Yeah.
But it works.
But people will buy it, so we'll do it.
Yeah.
But I quite like it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I like the fact you get an alternate hand as opposed to just having to have him in the blast pose.
Yeah.
I like the fact you get 2 heads.
Yeah.
That are unmasked, so you've got a bit of variation, and you've also got a Matt Murdock head if you want one.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you've got a bit of multi-use out of that. I wish he came with a blast effect.
Yeah, we got a blast effect.
With it, you know.
Yeah, we got a blast effect for that vintage wave that just came out recently.
So I was kind of hoping that we would get one with this, but it is what it is. A lot of people want this Cyclops and haven't got him, so it's a good chance to go back and get him. And the jacket looks quite an iconic look, so
yeah, for sure.
Good. But the big one of the 3-pack is the Jean Grey.
100%, and they teased us with that poster recreation.
Yeah, which we've talked about on the channel.
Yeah, video on that.
So that was pretty cool that they gave us a teaser. We've got the 2 heads with it. So you've got the comic book Gimli head and the animated series head.
I wondered why they look so damn different. The head that's on her right now is my favourite by far.
That's like the classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the ponytail look is like the cartoon accurate look.
Actually, right now you can see another prime example, but side by side, of one head with sheen and how plasticky it looks, and then one that's not.
Yep. So again, get your doll coat out. You're gonna have a much better look.
Well, there you go.
I think this jean's really nice. I mean, she's got a bit of a duck foot going on, but apart from that, I think it's quite a cool figure. I don't know how much reuse there is from the last one.
Yeah.
Possibly the thighs, because it's got the sculpting, like the 3 rectangles down the side.
Yeah.
They may well have used the last Jean Grey for that one, but let's face it, this is one everyone's been waiting for.
This 3-pack, once it finishes the secondary market.
Yeah, this Jean Grey is going to go through the roof.
Yeah, because people will want that Cyclops too.
Yeah.
I can see people selling that Wolverine on, just keeping the heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
but at some point, like, you might be looking at this, and I think this is like 60 quid or something.
Yeah.
65 quid, something like that, for the 3-pack. Give it, that comes out in December. I would say by March, April, you're going to be paying more than that just to pick up Jean.
Yes.
So even if you're halfway on the fence about it, but you're sat there thinking, but I only want Jean. Yeah, just fucking buy it, because you're still going to want Jean next year.
Yeah.
But it's going to cost you more than buying the pack now. If all you want is Jean, buy the pack.
Yeah.
Sell Cyclops and Wolverine in January. You'll make your money back. Or go on. I think Toys R Us had them up singly, but I think Jean's already sold out. Funnily enough, I think Cyclops probably sold out by now. So it's probably just Wolverine that's left.
I had no idea they were selling them singly.
Yeah, they split them. I was chatting to Nick from Toys R Us. They split them up. He was debating it for a while because he didn't want to be stuck with a lot of Wolverines. But I think he's realised that it's a different enough Wolverine that it will sell.
Yeah.
And the price seems to be spiking a little bit lately for the Tiger Stripe suit.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, it was everywhere was flooded with them for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
But at the minute, a lot of people seem to be trying to track it down again. So I don't think, out of all the 3-packs you could have had, at least they've mixed up the Wolverine enough to make a difference. They've mixed up the Cyclops enough to make a difference. Everyone wants Jean. So
yeah, this is a
Karl
solid
wants it. They don't collect Legends.
That's it. £60 for her. I'll pay that and sell it on.
Bargain.
Exactly.
So quite a SDCC from Hasbro. Then we've been used to lately, but
yeah, they came out punching.
Still bought a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, 100%. There you go. And that, leaving you on the lovely Gene, will end our Marvel Legends video. There's a lot to look forward to. We'll get more information, I guess. Obviously, you know when pre-orders are going up, what's selling out already. There's a lot scattered around in terms of release dates, i.e. like that Strongman. But nice that they're trying to shut us up with our... it just pays. If you scream and cry enough, eventually they'll listen.
Yep.
So, there you have it. All right, then, guys, that will wrap it up for this segment. And I think what we got left, we've got Mafex left now, haven't we?
Mafex.
Yep.
Mafex will be the next one. I think that will wrap up all our coverage, so stay tuned for that. Crack on and have a look at the rest of the coverage that we've done with the different videos. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.